self-organizing principle. The original term for this was holism. So when Jan Smuts invented the term holism, this is what he meant. And the word holism doesn't mean this anymore. And when we talk about self-organizing, it means that parts, you have a number of parts and they generate a whole.
Yeah.
Quite often when people talk about self-organizing, that's not what they mean. They mean self-managing. So if you talk to, a lot of people in the agile world and they talk about self-organizing, they don't mean this. They mean self-managing groups. But here, this is the grammar system, so we're using it in a systems kind of way, which is you bring a group of elements together and they form themselves, structure themselves into whole systems. From a project point of view, really this is about expecting this to happen. So customers, stakeholders more generally, contractors will naturally self-organize. And again, I mentioned before the nuclear protesters, this was a process of self-organization. So you kind of got to expect it to happen. You can fight it or you can aid it. You can sometimes steer it. You can make it easier to self-organize in one way than another way, and you can influence it, but it will happen. So, again, back to you've got to expect the world to change around you, which I guess is a sort of theme running through this. One of the ways in which the world is going to change is bits of it are going to start to self-organize as soon as you start to touch it. As soon as you start doing your project, this is in train, and will continue.
But I guess that actually can play to your advantage in a complex environment, because if you are struggling to to know exactly where you're going, if you are working on what Eddie Obeng would call a foggy project, actually you benefit from the ability of these people to start mapping the world around them and sense making and creating.
I'm absolutely with you on this, Jonathan, that this is something that, particularly in project world, I think could be used. It could be used to your advantage massively, but it's not kind of widely appreciated, I think. And that whole thing of trying to freeze time while you do the project,
yes,
makes it really, really difficult, because it's likely to happen when you don't want it to.